Hello, it's Weekend Handicapper from weekendhandicapper.com. Today's video, we're going to talk about where do we go from here after the Triple Crown journey is complete. So this year we were fortunate enough to have another Triple Crown winner, the 13th in Justify. Very special horse, and it was cool to see from a horse racing fans and historic perspective to see another Triple Crown winner. But unfortunately, sadly, most of the public doesn't bet on horses except or pay attention to horse racing except around the Kentucky Derby. And then if there's a Triple Crown contender, they follow the Triple Crown trail. So now that the Belmont's over, now that Justify has won the Triple Crown, what do we do? Hopefully you're not one of those that stops betting on horses. Hopefully you bet on horses year-round responsibly for entertainment purposes. But if you want to make money, you want to try to find the right places to put your wagering dollars. A couple years ago, I made a video called about boutique meets, and I'll put a link in the description. I'll insert a card in this video. But basically, what boutique meets are short meets that don't last that many weeks, but it offers very competitive racing. Very good horses, your top trainers are there. You're always going to get some prices. It's hard to handicap, but there's a correlation between large prices and competitive fields, right? If all these horses are pretty good, then the odds are going to be decent, pretty good odds on all the horses instead of having always heavy favorites all the time in short 5-6 horse fields. So if you're looking to bet and you want to improve your handicapping after the Triple Crown is over, I would highly recommend putting these boutique meets on your radar. And what I mean by that is Del Mar and Saratoga. Del Mar's out in San Diego, California. Saratoga's up in Saratoga, New York. They both start around late July, so just use July 20th as a reference because it's always around there somewhere. So late July, you want to start preparing for Saratoga and Del Mar because they're very competitive, a lot of great racing, and it offers a lot of value and opportunities for you to make some money. So put those two on your radar, late July, late August. I personally like, just because I just like it, always have bet the Arlington Million Day in August. So that's another one you can gear up for. It's a big racing day. And then in October, we have Keeneland. Keeneland's fall meet. Basically, it's a boutique meet that occurs in October. So you want to get geared up for that maybe if you're looking for prices and good competitive racing. And then finally, we have the Breeders' Cup that occurs usually in the first weekend of November or the second weekend of November. But it's always around the 1st of November, that's for sure. And my gosh, that's like the handicapping summit. Every race is competitive. You're always guaranteed some big prices on Breeders' Cup days. So those are the ones that I would recommend you kind of focus on if you're looking for something to bet and some good racing. But please don't get me wrong. I mean, every track has a big race day. There's probably a big stakes race almost every weekend, you know, but not the whole day and every single race is competitive. That's why I list those big ones. Another thing is a lot of people bet those boutique meets. Everybody goes to Saratoga or bets Saratoga. It's a vacation spot. That's why they call it the spa. Or Del Mar. So that means you have a lot of money, just like Kentucky Derby Day, if people might not be that educated about horse racing, and you can find some really good value there. So that's what I would recommend if you're looking for places to play throughout the summer after the Triple Crown trail's over, all the way up till fall. If you want the most bang for your buck, a really good racing where you'll see some really good talented horses, a lot of the horses you might even recognize from the Triple Crown trail you might see out there. But we have plenty. I mean, the Haskell, my gosh, that's an awesome race. I can go on. But if you're looking just to zero in on a few tracks, Saratoga, Del Mar in late July, maybe Arlington Million Day, there's probably some debate about that one. Keeneland in October, and of course, Breeders' Cup. That's like Christmas for handicappers and horse players. I would love to hear what you play throughout the year after the Triple Crown's over, after the big races. What tracks do you focus on? Where do you focus your wagering dollars? I would love to hear it. Leave a comment in the comment section below. And until next time, happy handicapping, smart wagering, and hit that subscribe button.